Do you find it difficult to keep up with complex regulations? Do you always wonder why your broker asks so many questions about your goods? Is it hard to clearly understand what affects the final valuation of your goods? Don't worry, we've got the answers. But first, what exactly is valuation? Valuation is a detailed process used to assign a monetary value to products or services. This is for the purpose of import and export reporting to customs. This monetary value, also referred to as value for duty, is the base figure on which duty is calculated. This value must be declared even if you do not owe duty, so that applicable sales tax can be calculated. But there are also a few more things to take into consideration. For one, you can't use arbitrary or fictitious values. For example, if you've seen your product sell online for $2,500, you can't just decide to use that as your value. It's also important to know there is a specific order and process to follow in determining this value. This is in accordance with the World Trade Organization Valuation Agreement. The primary method of determining value for duty is the transaction value method. This agreement uses 6 methods to determine the value for duty of an imported good. The other 5 alternative methods include the transaction value method of identical goods, the transaction value method of similar goods, the deductive method, the computed method, and last but not least, the residual method. Understanding the application of each individual method is extremely important. Many factors can also influence and dictate the method of valuation you must use. Some of these factors include the relationship between buyer and seller, whether the goods are leased, rented, or consigned, as opposed to being sold to the importer, if the goods are used or new, whether there are any allowable deductions or mandatory additions to the value, and if you're a resident importer versus a non-resident importer. Here's a quick recap. Valuation is a detailed process used to assign a monetary value to products or services, commonly referred to as value for duty. This base figure is used to determine duty and sales tax and must always be declared. To keep your goods on the move, a specific process should be followed, including considering which of the 6 value methods to use and what influential factors should be considered. Having a basic understanding of the overall import process, along with the rules and regulations, goes a long way and is highly recommended. Why? Well, for starters, it'll help streamline your import process. But it will also help you understand why your broker is asking for certain information and allow you to be prepared to provide it upon their request. It can also help you reduce or eliminate extra costs associated with duty when you use the correct valuation method right from the start. Last and most importantly, you reduce the chance of receiving penalties and interest for incorrect value for duty on your goods. Here at Cole International, our team has extensive experience with valuation, and we make it our priority to stay up to date with new and emerging customs information and share this on our website through technical bulletins and with our customers through email. We can also prepare a detailed submission to customs on your behalf when applying for a customs valuation ruling. If you'd like any assistance with your next valuation requirements, please contact our consulting department today at valuations@coleintel.com. Valuation. It's what we do.